The world breaks everyone, and afterwards some are strong at the broken places. Quote of the day. Now let's get right to it. Bitcoin Gaussian channel on the weekly. Nice and clean chart, right? No moving averages or anything like that. No Bollinger Bands. We're just straight up looking at the Gaussian channel on the weekly, going all the way back to our bear market of 2014 to the 2015 recovery. We're going to keep this short and sweet for you. If you like the video today, give us a thumbs up. Follow us on Twitter, Telegram, and Patreon for more content. Do it now. All right, so rally into, going to the bull cycle. Where did we initially hesitate at? The bottom of the weekly Gaussian channel before finding some consolidation, some cool off time, and then, go zone, right? Took a while. How long? I'm glad you asked. Well, let's see right here. We're looking at just over 400 days before the channel turned back green. So we will see how that fares going forward. Now let's zoom to our next bear cycle, 2018, right? Bear market and recovery. Where do we initially start to hesitate? The bottom of the weekly Gaussian channel, still red. How long did that one last? Well, let's take a look. See, we're looking at just under 300 days there. So shorter one there. Then recovery. Now, minus the pandemic, we were likely going to hold this line, the median Gaussian channel, and kaboom. But boom goes the dynamite. If you haven't seen that video, you got to go watch it. But so when your channel is red on the Gaussian, usually on the 5 days, kind of the secret recipe. But the weekly we're using just for demonstration purposes. Once you go from red to green and your price action is on top, that's your signal to, the boat's leaving, right? You got to get on. If you haven't gotten on yet, get all your chips in. Historically, it's worked out pretty well, minus black swan events. But other than that, historically, Bitcoin, that's the signal, the ultimate signal, right? So let's fast forward to now. We're red, obviously, on the weekly. Are we at the weekly Gaussian yet? No, we're not. What is that number as of today? The bottom of that is just about 26K, right? Doesn't mean we have to go there. Doesn't mean we're going there at all. But the previous two bear cycles met almost zero resistance until the bottom of the weekly Gaussian channel. Now, depending on when that happens, right? Let's zoom in here a little bit, right? You can see the trajectory of the bottom of the channel is going down week over week. So if you program this out, let's go with program. If you program this out a couple weeks, we're looking at maybe 25K, right? If it goes there this week, yeah, that's $26,000. Unbelievable, sure. Possible, of course, right? Anybody that's downing Bitcoin that can do anything at this point is, out of their damn brain, right? Who saw this coming, right? Not many people. Now, what would that also mean? We're kind of at a local area top, right? It could make sense, right? Look at this back here, right? The closing candle, 24,000. This could very easily be 24,000 in the next handful of weeks once we get to it. So that would be kind of a double whammy, like green kind of resistance zone. If we flip that, all hell's probably going to break loose, right? Historically, right, once we flip that level, that initial kind of hesitation, and you recall last cycle didn't have a whole lot of hesitation, right? It just basically got there, went sideways for 3 weeks, and then, nuke again, right? So if we go up there in the next handful of weeks, maybe sideways at 25K, and there's no guarantee that we come back down, right? We could just, continue up. The next line, right, we'll revisit this when we get to it, but certainly worth paying attention. Could be nothing, could be bigly, right? So that's weekly Bitcoin on the BLX chart. If you're wondering how the hell I got all that, right? It's just BLX. It lets you go back in history further. So most Bitcoin charts are going to cut off, right in this area. So you put on the BLX, just type in BLX. You see it in the top right, top left, learn my directions. All right. That's, you did quote of the day. We got some good info out for you. Let's do car of the day, right? The Bentley Continental, and one of the best colors a Bentley produces, in my opinion. I love white for Bentleys, but signature color here. Love it. Maybe you want yours in a convertible. Okay, you can have it. Here it is, right? Love the black wheels. The convertibles look pretty sick. I think I'd have to go with that one. It's only an extra 50K for the convertible, so go ahead and just splurge on it. All right, I'll see you on the next one, or in Twitter or Telegram. High five.